doing? Listen, I want to take a moment and talk to you a little bit about health and nanotechnology. health stands for electric low frequency. What this does is it allows the military or our government to use the technology they have, which is fallen angel technology, which came from quote-unquote aliens, which is what they are. They're Satan's children. That's why they roll around in the nighttime abducting people and doing things, and they don't just land and reveal themselves to everybody, which means they're hidden, and they're hidden for a reason. It's to rule. But man wants that technology that they have, and man has made a deal, and his deal with that technology is death, because that's what they're going to get is death. Okay, so they're desperately seeking for the technology so that they can enhance life, extension technology, and the ability to travel out amongst the stars to become more robotic and more transhumanism. I want to just take a moment and tell you something. I got poisoned 4.5 years ago with this nanotechnology, okay? And what happened is I picked up some drugs at an ex-girlfriend's house, and they took this chemical, this nanotechnology chemical, and they poured it over the drug. And then I smoked it and inhaled it. And this nanotechnology is in the particulates close comparison to an aerosol spray. So if I sprayed some Lysol and you breathe it in, or I sprayed the bathroom because I went to the bathroom, that mist is like at a nano level. You can see it, but if you breathe that in and you get enough inside of you, and it don't take much, you just get enough in you, this device known as a neural brainwave transmitter, ELF machine, that has the satellite dish that's about a foot by a foot around on a 3 by 1 foot device that has a cord that runs out to the right side that runs to a rubber mask, a rubber hood that you put over yourself that has sensors for reading all the areas of your brain, and it has a computer that's built into it. This is a nano programmable computer, okay? It reads the nanotechnology that's inside of your body from being contaminated with this. The reason I want to reach out to people tonight is I want to make you aware of the capabilities that our government has already, and that I got contaminated with it. I have firsthand knowledge. I dealt with it for 4.5 years, okay? My ex-girlfriend gave it to me. A friend of hers had this device. He did not know how to work it, so he gave it to a friend of his who learned how to operate it. All you got to do is get this in somebody, and you can learn anything you want about what they're thinking, what they're doing, and where they're going. I mean, you will absolutely understand something here tonight. Our government is in possession of something that is like so unbelievable and so powerful that my fear is that what we're searching for right now is truth about what's going on in the world right now. We're all looking for some sort of truth that we can have, and they're attacking truth. And the reason why they're attacking truth is because I feel we're dealing with a demonic presence. We're dealing with this because man wants to have that technology. He wants to have power and control. And the truth is, they have the power and control right now. And I'm going to explain something to you. I'm going to tell you exactly what this nanotechnology and what this neural brain wave transmitter could do. The ELF, it's known as an ELF or neural brainwave transmitter. It's the same thing, okay? This device can read your mind in real time, that quick, remotely. In other words, the person operating the equipment that's using that on you because you're poisoned with this stuff in your body can read your mind in real time that fast, just like talking to somebody. So here is how it kind of works. It has voice to skull artificial telepathy, okay? This device you can communicate with somebody operating this device artificially telepathically. I can use my voice like I'm talking to you right now, and he can hear perfectly. We can have a communication with him just like if he was in this room. Or I don't have to use my mouth to talk at all. I can use my brain. I can think it, and he gets it the same way. The same way. I just have to follow it out. Now listen to me. This is what this device has the ability to do, but it also has the ability to do a few other things. The device has the ability to attack any organ or any area of your body, speeding up your heart rate, slowing it down, pushing out on your stomach if they want to, squeezing on your neck, putting extreme pain anywhere in your head. It has the ability to squeeze on nerves, mess with your nervous system. This device is the CIA's secret weapon, okay? If you try to do research, you might want to start with MK Ultra that they were starting with in the 60s, okay? They started here. Most of us have heard about getting an RFID chip, looks like this, looks like a little bus fuse put in you. Let me tell you, people, this is complete crap, okay? It's a complete lie. They're not going to use that, okay? They're going to use something a lot more tricky and sophisticated because they already got it built. They're going to use nano to put it in your body to control you. Okay, this device has the ability to turn you into a Manchurian candidate. If I was torturing you with this device, I could make you do whatever I want. If I made you believe I was Satan because you didn't know what happened to you and I was talking right in your skull, this device has that ability, okay? It has the ability to give any kind of voice it wants. It uses a program known as Line 6. They can hook up Line 6 to it. You can hook up a laptop and start hooking in all kinds of vocal voices into this device, and they can disguise their voice while they're talking to you using that device to create a nightmare that you have never, ever in your whole life ever dreamed that was possible. I'm here to tell you that this has to be exposed. This has to be known. You need to share this with friends, share this with as many people, because I believe we're at the time where they're going to use this nanotechnology and get it in everybody in the world, okay? They got some plans, but they can't fulfill the plans without getting you and everybody in your family and everyone you know contaminated with it. Entire world needs to be contaminated with it. This pandemic that they got, I believe, is the plandemic. I believe it's the Great Deception, and I believe the Great Deception is on us all. So if you're a Christian, you're a patriot, or you're someone that's a saint, you need to spread this to everyone because I'm here to help you. And if you're just somebody that has an interest and you just showed up to this channel to learn, you hit the jackpot, okay? You know the truth now because I'm going to give it to you. It happened to me in my life and I know all about it. I tried to report it. I did everything I could. And what happened is I got taken to the mental hospital. I got taken away every time I tried to report it because I tried to say my ex-girlfriend gave it to me and they went to her house. And all she did was, he's crazy. And you know what? That's how simple it is, because what it does when you have voice to skull from this device to your head is it talks right into your head. Right into your head. It's not like an echo or a blast, but the person that's using it can disguise their voice. They can change the voice, okay? They're just using the same thing that you would use in a band. When you want to change the voice, you could talk like a chipmunk, Alvin and the Chipmunks. This is how it works. This thing has so many things on it. It's a supercomputer with so many different settings. But here's the scary part. You can't do anything and think it and it not know. All he has to do is ask you, the operator is ask you a question. And when you're asked a question, it immediately brings up thought. That thought is snatched by the neural brainwave transmitter and put into this computer component, and it can be brought right back to the wearer that's wearing this headset, this rubber headset with the sensors on it, and immediately he knows what your thought and what your thinking is. It even takes images in your mind. Whatever image you might have in your mind, you can picture any image in your mind. Just picture an image, a memory. It takes that as well. It can collect that as well. This is how sophisticated it is. This is what they don't want you to know. They're on top of this. Most people do not understand. Everybody thinks that we're behind. They're playing around this to gotta wear a headset. They don't need a headset. They don't need anything like that. They just need the nanotechnology to get in your body. And let me tell you something, it's lights out. Lights out for all of you, okay? They're going to use this in the vaccines when they want to vaccinate for this pandemic. It's complete rubbish. They just want to get it in you, because once it's in everybody, then they can use their blue beam technology to put images in the sky and get you all to believe that what you're hearing in your skull is God, or whatever, or an alien God, or whatever they want to unite and create their new world order. This is their plan, okay? I'm here to just expose it. I want to tell you the applications that this device has, and I want you to know that the CIA developed this. They have it. DARPA helped develop this, and that these kinds of mind control technologies are absolutely powerful and real. You won't have the ability to know what's real and not real with holographic blue beam technology in the sky and nano being put in your body with the neural brainwave transmitter device, which is an ELF wave. They're going to use ELF towers to do this, okay? They're going to take over the world and get everybody to go along with anything they want, okay? They can program in this machine anything they want. Every time you have a thought or think something, it comes back to your brain with whatever they program in it. So every time you can sit here, if this program's full of stuff, you could feel like you're talking to someone when in fact all you're doing is talking to a computer. But even more importantly, you could be talking to yourself, because your own brain is, they got your own brain. They can manipulate it to where you're thinking something, and all of a sudden it comes back to you, and it's in agreement with what's in your brain. It's the craziest thing. I know that this doesn't make much sense to you. It's hard for me to explain, but I'm trying to cover everything. It could target any organ in your body, including your lungs, your heart. They could speed your heart rate up or down, constrict on your neck, squeeze on a vein, mess with your nervous system. They can kill you with this, okay? This device has the ability to kill you. And the thing is, it's almost untraceable, okay? It's untraceable. They could make it like getting this into a world leader or someone and saying, talking right in his skull while he's in the room. And you know what? They know exactly what he does. If he says anything, they know what somebody else says. Okay? Because your brain is an amazing interface. Anything you're doing, the computer has the ability to know the conversation that's taking place. It knows exactly what you're doing at all times. You can't lie. You can't lie to this interface, known as an ELF machine. The operator operating it is getting the information, okay? He's collecting the data. He's wearing this hat. He knows exactly what you're thinking, what the conversation is with whoever is in the room. This information is absolutely real, and the most important thing is we're sitting here researching this on the internet because we want to know if this technology is real. Can they read minds? Is telepathy possible? I'm telling you, not only is telepathy possible and reading the minds possible, but you can absolutely be rest assured that they can do a whole lot more than that with the same thing. This thing can do anything. I mean anything. I mean anything. Anything. You could have total speeches prepared and programmed in that computer, so you could give up and give the most accurate, unbelievable speech, just like the president does in front of everybody, and it reels it right off to you, so you just have to follow it. It just gives it to you. You just have to follow it from the machine, and you just follow it in front of a crowd, and it's all laid out for you. You just have to follow it. You can speak artificially, telepathically through this device that I know about to at least 5 different people. I could speak telepathically with 5 different people because the operator could set it up, get 5 different people in there, and he can have all of you talking to each other. They can use it in the battlefield. They can get anybody that's fighting against them and put this in them. No longer are people able to murder people if they get this into them and they want to find out what happened. Okay, they're questioning somebody and they really want to find out how many people he killed or what he did or did you kill this person. All they got to do is get this in them and ask them the question and him not know it. Can I get you a drink? You want a cup of coffee? You know what I mean? Do you want a glazed donut? Whatever. I'm just going to put this in whatever you got, and then I'm going to use my health machine, and you won't even be able to tell. The computer takes the data, and the person wearing the hat is sitting there reading your mind. It reads your mind in real time that fast. And I mean, there's nothing in your whole life that you could do to even comprehend the power of that. Okay, it's godlike. Okay, and I have a feeling that this government got it from ETs. We call ETs, which I call demonic fallen angel children. They're the children of Satan. They're clones. All they're doing is the little worker bees. But they're working with man to set up these technologies because Christ is coming back. He's only got 2/3 coming back. He's going to win the war, but Satan fell with 1/3 of the angels, okay, out of heaven. He needs to build an army. Earth is the army that he's going to build. All the people that are following him are getting the technology. All the countries are getting the alien technology, the UFOs, all the stuff that you're seeing, lasers, nanotech. It's all high-tech shit, and it's years and years in front of us. Now, nanotechnology has been around since 1959. Okay, so by now, what are they doing with this stuff? Okay, they can do advanced surgery. Nobody needs to be cut open with a knife anymore. They just have to program in the computer, and these nanobots go right to the organ or right to the spot that they want to do surgery inside of the body, and they'll perform the surgery inside of the body. So there's no surgical cuts that need to be taking place. It's all being done from inside with chips that are absolutely so advanced, it'd blow your mind. They're so microscopic, they're nano. You can't see it, but it's an aerosol spray. Spray a can of aerosol and look at the particulates in it. Each one of those is a chip that is highly advanced that does exactly what this programmable computer, this basis, health, sends them out a command to do. And they all of them that are in your body goes right to that area and works together like a gang and does exactly what they're programmed to do. Okay, it's hard for people to imagine, but I'm here to tell you, our government is in possession of shit that is from out of this world. Okay, if you see something flying in the sky, don't think it's from somebody up there. It's not. It's from us. Okay, and if we're not following if our leaders aren't following what the rulers from off planet want, which is Satan rules from off planet, okay? But his minions are here, okay? And they're working with our government. And they're exchanging technology in exchange for them to abduct and do what they want. See, they've got an agenda, and the agenda is to build an army to take over Christ and to take over the world and get your soul. That's the whole thing. The Bible's the absolute truth, but we're not going to spend all our time right now talking about that. We're just going to answer the question, is mind control or mind reading technology real? It's absolutely real, but it doesn't stop there. Not only can this device with nanotechnology read your mind in real time, remotely, we're talking remotely, and it can work from somebody that's on the western side of the United States to the eastern side of the United States, and it rips that fast. to where you can talk back and forth like this to somebody that quick. Just like a picture having a telephone and you're talking to somebody on the phone and you ask them a question. But yet when you ask them a question, you already know the answer that they're going to give you before you can even hear it. It's that quick because your mind gives this computer interface that what you're going to say before you say it. It's ahead of you, and it gives it right to the intended person that is operating it. Okay, that's how scary this is. I'm telling you, this technology is so dangerous and so scary that if it gets out of control in the wrong hands, it's a national security threat. So what I'm saying is, I got poisoned with. That's how I got knowledge about it to begin with. And what I had a hard time doing was